Good morning, dear friends. I've been talking about um, building resilient communities. An important aspect of that is resisting authoritarianism and the growing fascism of the Orange Gibbons regime. So the Contrarian had some calls to action. It's This list is more towards cities where there's an active ICE presence. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to have some other suggestions if ICE is not visible yet in your area. ICE can turn up anywhere, and when agents are out in force, many immigrants and citizens of color alike are afraid to leave their homes. Some ways to show solidarity: distribute Know Your Rights cards. Learn the salute method for documenting the presence of federal agents. Hand out whistles to blow if deportation agents are spotted in your neighborhood. Print out zines in English and Spanish with advice for reporting ICE activity to local advocacy groups. Create teams to monitor neighborhoods near schools and bus routes for federal agents. Organize school carpools or grocery runs for vulnerable families. Record federal agents from a safe distance and distribute evidence of abuses, and contact the House Judiciary Committee's whistleblower tip line to report illegal activities by a federal agency or agent. Now, here are some other suggestions. One, and it's very important, is to get trained on how to register people to vote and set yourself up with your local protest group or a couple of neighbors and friends who care about democracy. You do this by contacting your county's Board of Elections, however that is, whatever department that is in your county. And my experience is that they are delighted to give you forms that people can fill out and information about registering to vote online and other programs. In California, my state, we have a pre-registration program where 16-year-olds can pre-register. They can't vote till they turn 18, but they're all set. So register people to vote. Another thing that you can do is to run for something. It could be the library board. It could be the water board. It could be the PTA. Run for something. Participate in our democracy. Another thing you can do is to discreetly find out who of your neighbors might be vulnerable, not just in terms of ICE coming and hauling them away, but are they food insecure? Might they need help with housekeeping? Might they need a ride to a doctor's appointment? Are there community resources that they don't know about? In my neighborhood, we were evacuated for about 6 weeks in 2020 due to the wildfires in California. And we got to know our neighbors because we started helping one another in evacuation and also when we moved back. And I'm going to conclude with a great story about community solidarity, which is that at the beginning of the pandemic, when it wasn't safe to go and hang out on the street with your neighbors, we started an 8 o'clock neighborhood howl. We would just stand out on our porches and howl like wolves. And then it went silent when we were all wherever we were staying during the evacuation. And when we came back, it was like, two people howling. We're here. We're still here. We're back. And then every night there would be more and more. So I don't know, maybe you want to set up a community howl, but the idea is to get to know one another and to make it a friendly place where people can find out who needs help and to offer it in a friendly and supportive way. If you have other ideas, please post them in the comments. Be well.